Hello, trainers, and welcome to the King's Court. Now, this was actually supposed to be our big Pokemon Day countdown slash celebration video for that we were going to upload on Pokemon Day, February 27th. By now, it should be the day after. Now, this is going to be a very special video because this is going to be our first one with all the members of the channel. I feel like I've mentioned this, or I might not have, but to anyone who's like subscribed to us, and for the record, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now to keep in to that way you can keep in touch with the channel and see all our other future videos. We try to upload 1 to 2 Pokemon themed videos a week, and if you like Yu-Gi-Oh and Smash Bros, we also upload those as well. But back to the main point I was getting to. This is supposed to be our big special for Pokemon Day, and we were going to do all three of us were going to do our top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. This is something we've been wanting to do for a while, and we thought Pokemon Day would be the perfect day to do this, but unfortunately we were having serious audio issues. That's why instead, the day before, on Pokemon Day itself, we ended up uploading a locals report of me going over like how I just got third place in my locals Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. And if you haven't seen that, if you want to go check it out, go check it out. But we're still having this issue, but we still want to get this video out. So instead of all three of us at once, we've decided we're going to sporadically upload our top 10 favorites individually. I'm a little bummed out because I was really looking forward to this video. We had it recorded already, like 50 minutes. This is going to be our longest video to date for the channel. But there was like serious muff audio. Like you could hear me, but every time we tried, like one of the other members of the channel, there's three of us. Like I said, there's me, channel member Michael, and channel member Miguel, who he hasn't been. If you're familiar with our channel, you should know who channel member Michael is. But channel member Miguel is more of the backstage kind of guys. He's the one who made our channel logo, our banner, and our intro. So he's a member of the channel just as much as the two of us, but he likes to stay in the back, like I said. So that was his decision when we started the channel. So unfortunately, he hasn't had a chance to do a lot of videos with us, like be on on camera with us. So this is going to be our first time, but unfortunately we just couldn't get it to work. So instead, like I said, we're going to be uploading individual videos of our top 10 favorites. So I'm going to start off with mine, and later this week, channel member Michael should be uploading his. So before we get to that, let me know in the description. Let me know in the comments your top 10 favorite Pokemon, and in all honesty, let me know what you thought of Pokemon Day. I thought it was great. I'm super looking forward to the new DLC for Scarlet and Violet. I'm actually really hyped for that. A little bummed out, nothing yet about them adding the old school games on the Virtual Console. Fingers crossed, though, eventually we hear something about that. So let's hope so. So, like I said, let me know your top 10 favorites. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll see up-to-date in our videos, and follow our Instagram right there, GSKG Official. We'll be uploading there when we upload videos, and as well, we're trying to give a little more flair, give a little more personality to our Instagram page. Funny memes, stuff that we just enjoy, conversations even. That's what we like to do here on the channel. We like to have a little bit more than just post videos. We want to have a little more, a little more flair to it. So, like I said, this is going to be my top 10. These are going to be my choices. It took me forever because it's so difficult to pick specifically your top 10 favorite. But I managed. All three of us took a while, but we managed to do it. That's part of the reason getting this video was so difficult to make, because it took all of us a while with our own daily lives to really pinpoint 10. But we all managed to do it. So these are, like I said, my 10, and if you want to just leave yours in the comments, I'd love to see them. We reply to every comment we get, so let's get to the video. Now, let's go. Number 10. Annihilate. Okay. Here's, for the record, even if he didn't get an evolution, Primeape would have been here. I love Primeape so much. Ever since I was a kid, from the old school anime. I'm gonna have multiple different reasons why I picked specific ones, and some of them will be just for as a kid watching the anime growing up, when Primate literally beat up Ash for his hat, and just like Primate, I enjoy a nice jelly filled donut. Man, but Annihilate is such a beast. Ghost is actually my favorite typing. Ghost and Dragon. So it's really cool that they gave him a ghost type to add to fighting. That's really awesome. I think his design his design's not too different from Primate, but it's also its own thing. I think it's really cool. He reminds me of Akuma from Street Fighter. Like if anyone watching this ever played Street Fighter, Akuma is probably my favorite character of that and Chun Li for reasons. But man, Akuma is so awesome. He just reminds me of him. The red eyes, the temple, the berserk nature you can just feel from him. That amazing move, Rage Fist, in the game. Sucks he got banned from OU to Ubers, but in all honesty, this thing is such a tank and it can hit hard. It's ridiculous. It's so cool. But yeah, that's why I put Annihilate. Although, like I said, I would have put Primate if he wasn't here if he didn't get his evolution. Because Primate itself is so cool. He's like literally angry, so angry that his Pokedex entries are always crazy. Like he's like knocking out, like literally punching mountains just because how mad he gets, and his anger won't go away for like months or something. Uh, I think that's like one of the Pokedex. It's been a while since I read them, so that's why I put Annihilate at 10. He might go more up eventually, but for right now, I think this is a good spot because it's still a new gen. All right, now on to 9. Slowking. I love the entire Slowpoke line. Slowking though takes it for me. Another one of the reasons is because in the Pokemon 2000 movie, no, what's it 2000? The second movie, I think it was Pokemon 2000 with all the legendary birds and the Lugia. That talking Slowking, and then there was also that anime OVA special, like a life in like an entire day for Slowking. He's just chilling on the beach, just eating, sleeping, relaxing. I think we can all identify with that. I just love Slowking so much. He's my person. Psychic isn't really like my thing. I'm not really big on psychic ones. I don't know. This never really clicked with me, but Slowking takes it. Plus the fact he still has that dopey looking face, but apparently he's like a super. The Codex entry says he's like a super genius, and I guess that's why he could talk in the movie, just like Caesar from the Rise of the Planet of the Apes movies. He's that intelligent, so I guess that's why. Plus, and like I said, I love the entire Slowpoke line. Slowbro is also really great, but I just like Slowking way too much to pick over Slowbro. Plus, I also like using him in competitive. Like he was really good. I remember like competitive UU because with Regenerator and his really good special defense. He's a beast. I really wish he got a Mega like Slowbro did. Who knows? Maybe if they ever bring back Megas, who knows? He's pretty much got a Mega Stone in his forehead, or no, on his crown. Not super hyped though on the alternate form of him. The what's it called? Not Alola. The oh it's been for I played Sword and Shield now that I think about it. But the Poison Psychic, I'm not super big into that one. I don't know, it just looks a little off to me. But original Slowking, top tier. Number 8. Okay, like I said, Ghosts and Dragons are my favorite, and the first dragon you'll see on this, there will be a couple more, is Altaria. Now, Gen 3 has some of the best dragons there are. They got Flygon, which a lot of people do love. The ridiculously powerful Salamence, who has a Mega and now now pretty much has like the Paradox version of it. And not only that, there's the first legendary dragon Pokemon, Rayquaza, which everyone loves that thing. So I'm like, man, why did I pick Altaria? I don't. Well, it's just adorable. I think it's cute. Plus, like I said, I like to play the Pokemon competitive Wi-Fi battles. There's this build I used to use where this is like just like when I played around like online randomly. I would run a comps nature and just spam Cotton Guard to raise its defenses and just spam Roost. That way it couldn't get knocked down. It was toxic all my opponents. It wasn't like super OU like Uber level or anything. It was like more of a UU sort of thing, but it worked out really good, and I just love that set. Plus then it got its Mega, and then it became OU out of nowhere. That Pixelate was crazy back then. Plus, I don't know, I just love its shiny too. Like the gold and the white just really mixes well. So, plus I also do like its Pokedex entries because its song can like calm even the most like angered soul or something like that. I don't know. That's just something I enjoy. So that's why I like Altaria a lot. All right, number 7, Garchomp. Okay, I here's the thing. I really like pseudo legendaries more than like legendaries. If that makes sense. Like for a lot of people, I feel like and there will be some legendaries here, but I just love Garch. I don't got much to say. I just love Garchomp. He's a dragon and a shark. Something I never thought would mix, but it does. Not only that, Cynthia, best girl in all of Pokemon. That's her ace, and I just love Garchomp. It's a beast. It's a monster, and I actually do like sharks personally. Sharpedo's cool too, but I just couldn't pick that over Garchomp personally. Not a big fan of though of its shiny. Unfortunately, he has one of the worst shinies. Oh man, like, and even when it Mega evolves, and I'm not super big into the Mega's design either. I don't know, something about the face just doesn't really work with me. Me personally, no, that's just me. Like, but the weird purplish pink just it's a little off. I don't know, to me personally. I don't got much to say. I just love Garchomp. It's an amazing mon. Plus, also, I really love Gibble too. Like this little stubby legs, and the way it just like pretty just like it doesn't even really walk, just scuttles in the ground in the games. Like I like to do that when you can walk around with your mons, like in Sword and Shield. I like to do that with Gibble. All right, number 6. Like I said, Ghost is one of my is like tied for my favorite typing. Of course, I gotta put Gengar, the original Ghost. I'm so happy that like I don't really watch the anime like really like I caught a couple of episodes once in a while, but nothing really like mandatory. I didn't watch it consistently, but I do love they made Gengar a main staple in the team. I love this. It goes back all the way to the old school anime where you first see like that in the Lavender Town where you see Gengar, Haunter, and Ghastly. They just hang out in a playroom. They just want someone to play with, and they're tricksters too. And honestly, Gengar's got one of the coolest. Well, Mega Gengar's got one of the coolest shinies ever. I just love Gengar so much. There's not much else to say though. I mean, I feel like Gengar is like one of those mons almost everyone like a lot of people would say is their favorite, and I can't blame them. I love this thing, but not enough to edge out the top 5, which we'll get into right now. Tyranitar. Where do I start? I love Tyranitar. It's my favorite pseudo legendary by far, hands down. It was one of the first mons that I ever remember like legitimately going out of my way to find in a game as soon as I found out how you got it. Because you couldn't find it till like way late in Gen 2. And like, because I played Gold, Gold was the first one I played back then. And you couldn't find it till like way later. But I didn't care. I just went for it. I wanted Tyranitar so badly. I think it goes back to seeing it in the Pokemon Celebi movie. Was that 2000? Oh, man, I might have to go rewatch some of these movies. But it goes back to that how there was a Tyranitar in that movie, and the guy was literally forcing it to be bad, and you just feel so bad for it. And then you read its Pokedex entries, and you're finding it has just like Annihilate and a few other mons that'll be on this list. It's like a berserker style thing. It has when it gets mad, it literally has to maps have to be rewritten. I don't know. That's just so cool. I love Tyranitar. It's honestly, it, I've seen some people get like custom like commissions done of what monster would be on their team. Tyranitar would be there for me. I just love this thing so much. Plus, I'm a huge Godzilla fan, and ever since I was a kid, yeah, I just see it. I see Godzilla. That always made me happy. So, on to number 4. A lot of the same reasons as Tyranitar, Gyarados. Now, not just Gyarados, I should have put a picture of Magikarp. I love the entire line, Magikarp and Gyarados. I love both of them. I was addicted to that Magikarp game for mobile, and I don't even play mobile games, but I was addicted to that game for so long that Pidgeotto was so evil it would steal your Magikarp. But I went crazy trying to get as many different Magikarps as I could. I love the Magikarp and Gyarados line so much. I don't even mind that. No, not even mind. How do I even though everyone catches it in the Lake of Rage, I went out of my way to make sure you got multiple different builds of Gyarados shiny. I have like 4 of them saved up in my Pokemon home. Hopefully we get that updated soon. I'd love to use that online again. But I even actually, it's funny. In Scarlet and Violet, the first shiny I actually found in the game while I was playing through the story was the red Gyarados. I ended up using it to beat the game. Oh man, I love Gyarados so much. I also, and it's corny, it's cheesy, but I love the lore behind Magikarp. It never, the idea of the carp, it never gave up. It kept going up that waterfall, and then it became a dragon at the very top. I mean, I know that's kind of corny, but I just love those kind of underdog stories personally. So that's why I just had to put Gyarados, and I love it so much. Definitely my favorite Watermon, one of my favorites of all time. All right, on to the big three. I had to do it. I had to put my original favorite starter, where I had to put Charizard. Now I know there's a stigma with a lot of people. They hate. They say Charizard is Game Freak's favorite Pokemon. He keeps getting new forms all the time. I don't care. I'm one of those people that wants to see new Garchomp form. Garchomp. Well, more Garchomp be sweet too. I want to see more Charizard. I love this thing so much. It is my favorite starter, my favorite fire. I love this Pokemon so much. I use it in Smash too, but not him specifically because now he's in Smash Ultimate. I specifically play Pokemon Trainer so I can play as Charizard. It's shiny. What hasn't already been said about it shiny? One of the most amazing shinies there is. I got like 6 of them, and I bred all of them just because I wanted different builds. I love Charizard so much. There's not much else I can say. I guess it's also nostalgia too. I'll admit it. We all freaked out when we were watching the anime. You saw Charmeleon literally have a tantrum to evolve in the Charizard just to fight Aerodactyl, and just how sassy it was, not wanting to listen. I don't know. That's just me though. I just love Charizard. Not much else I can say. I'm just going in circles. Sorry. Number 2, Mimikyu. Like I said, Ghost is my favorite type, and I love Mimikyu. It's adorable. I feel so bad. This is gonna sound weird, and I feel like I'm using air quote. I'm doing the whole air quote thing. I'll lose man points for this, but I just want to hug it. I feel so bad for Mimikyu. Like he wants to be loved, so he pretends to be Pikachu just so people will love. It doesn't. He doesn't need to do that. I love Mimikyu. I just want to hug him. I even actually have a Mimikyu plush right next to me as I'm doing this voiceover. That's how much I love Mimikyu. I also do love in the TCG that there's a tag team card with him and Gengar. That's so cool to me. I love that. Plus, it's shiny. It's really awesome. I love that old school grayish and black gothic aesthetic. I love that. Oh man, I can't. I could go on forever, but I want to get to the number 1 soon. So, but I love Mimikyu. I just want to hug it. Okay, on to the number 1. Now, before I get to there, I want to give a few honorable mentions. Ampharos came really close. Favorite electric type, best. Its Mega has the best Hairball Pokemon. No arguments. Who else came close? Who else would have been there here? So Nidoking, love that thing. Sceptile, Snorlax, Lapras, like tons of mons. I got tons of favorites, but on to number 1. This one, if anyone knows me, shouldn't be surprised. Giratina. Oh, like I said twice already, or I think more than twice throughout this video, Ghost and Dragon is my favorite typing. And that's what he is. I love Giratina. I actually got a funny story really quick. This is about like way back in the day when Diamond and Pearl were still the most current games. That far back. Man, I don't even remember how old I was. It came out in 2006, I think. 2006 or 2007, I think. No, either way, I was like at least 11, almost something like that. Well, anyway, I remember finding post game at least that cave that only appeared after you beat the game, where Giratina is. I remember just going throughout the cave, not even knowing where I was. There's this random doors, and I started exploring through it, and out of nowhere, because this is before I had access to the internet, I didn't even have a guidebook, so I didn't even know about this. There was this random, big, huge, yellow, red, black thing. I didn't even know it was a dragon at first, and I thought to myself, because I like horror movies. This made me think this is how horror movies first start in a video game. You just didn't some random thing appears out of nowhere. That's what I was thinking to myself. So I approached it and it said Giratina, and I'm like, what the heck is this thing? I didn't even know it was. I didn't use my Master Ball to catch Palkia in that game, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna use it now. So I just threw the Master Ball, and legitimately, I did not know what this thing was. None of my a couple of my friends I tried asking, they didn't even know either. I guess because they didn't beat the game either at the time. So that's when I tried using it the first time in like a random battle, and I tried using Phantom Force, and it disappeared. And I legit thought to myself, did it just ditch me? Oh man, this is. I legit thought, did it just ditch me? Like, is it saying I'm not worthy or something? Oh man, then I had to actually read the move, what it did, and I'm like, oh okay. So I'm like, man, Giratina, like I said, if anyone saw like how I'm gonna start playing like a little bit more of the Pokemon TCG again, how I'm building the Giratina deck because it's my favorite Pokemon, I could go on forever saying that. Yeah, number one for me, Giratina, hands down, number one. And that's pretty much my top 10 right there. Picking 10 was super tough, but I actually don't have any regrets of any of my choices. These are definitely my favorite 10, and probably, I guess, we'll wait till see the next gen, or who knows, that DLC comes out. Maybe someone from there might seek their way to the top 10, but I'm honestly very happy with these choices. So, yeah, that was my picks. And like I said, soon channel member Michael and channel member Miguel should be coming up with theirs. And we'll make sure, I'll probably put in like parentheses Michael and Miguel's choices, or Michael's choices, Miguel's list, or stuff like that. I'll probably put in parentheses that way to differentiate from the three of us. So, yeah, that's my 10. Like I said before, let me know in the comments your top 10 favorite. And honestly, thanks for stopping by. This is actually a video we've been wanting to do for a while. And again, I'm sorry this is late, and not only that it wasn't the way we wanted to do it. We were talking it over, and we think instead what we'll probably do not the top 16, but we'll do like a video all together with three of us on the whole favorite Pokemon for every type. Now that will be, that trend or thing that was going around on like Twitter and Instagram like a year or two ago. We were talking. We'll probably do that. So if you want to see that, like I said, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification button to make sure when we upload it, you'll be the first one to see it. And honestly, thanks for stopping by. Bye.